welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be what I read in March, as it's the last day of March, and I am sorry this is another video that's going to be uploaded a little bit later. Still is going to be today, but there's a little bit later on today. But let's just get into the video. So these are all the books I've read this month. There's 6. I know that there's 7 here, but it's because I'm currently reading one of them. I'm hoping to get it done today, but I know I probably won't. So it will be classed as an April read, but I do want to add it into this video, so that's why it's going to be in it. So the first book I read was The Love Hypothesis. I have mentioned this in quite a few of my videos, I'm pretty sure, but I did rate this one a 5-star, and it took me 15 hours to read altogether. But this is a good book. If you haven't read it, go and read it. But it is a quick read. I know it took me 15 hours, but that's because I'm a slow reader. Well, I think I'm a slow reader anyway. So, but it is a quick book to read, so if you just want something to go through, this is a good book to pick. So the next one is the first Heartstopper book. I'd rated this a 3.75. Probably one of the most specific numbers I've rated a book, but it wasn't as good as the series on Netflix. Like, it's full of comics, and I do like comics, but I think it's because I knew what was gonna happen. Because I watched the series, I just didn't like it that much. This one did take me 45 minutes to read, but another one, it's just really quick to read. If you just want something to get through, get these. The next one is the second Heartstopper one, which again I rated a 3.75, and it took me 45 minutes to read. Same as the first one. It just wasn't as good as the series on Netflix, but there's not really much else I can say about it. It's just a quick book to read if you just want to get through them. The reason why I read these was because I wanted to read a little bit more this month, because last month I was in a really bad reading slump, so I just wanted to get some quick books to get through, so I had more. Ended up reading the same amount. So the fourth book is Killjoy by Holly Jackson. I rate this 4 stars, and it took me 4 hours and 42 minutes to read altogether. This one, I have said this in a previous video, I did compare this to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and it's definitely not as good as that series at all. It is just a really quick book to read. I think it's like 100 and something pages. Like, I don't even think it reaches 200 pages. So another just really quick book to get through. Again, not as good as the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, but it does have Pip in it and everyone else that's involved in it. But if you do want to read this one, read it before A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, whereas when I read this, the people that were in that book are in this one, and it's just really confusing because she's younger in this one, so this is like just before that book. But read this one first before you read that series, but you don't have to, it's not part of the series. So the 5th one is Game Over Girl. I'm still really shocked with this book because I didn't expect the ending, but I did rate it a 5-star, and it took me 8 hours and 35 minutes to read. So this is the quickest book that I've ever read. It's a normal size book. It usually takes me like 13 hours, 14 hours to read, so like half the time almost to read this. So it is a really good book. It is a quick book. You can just get through it so quickly, and the ending was so good, but it's such a twisted ending. But I'm hoping there is a second one, or there's gonna be a second one. I haven't really looked into it, but it's so, I want to know what happens after the ending, if anything else does happen. So this is a really good book. It is a thriller, so if you like thrillers, go read it. There's like a little bit, tiny little bit of romance, but not at the same time. There's crushes involved, let's just say that, but nothing happens with it really. But another one that I absolutely loved. And the sixth book was Twisted Love. I didn't finish this that long ago. I think it was only like 5 days ago, so less than a week. I did rate it 5-star and it took me 13 hours and 9 minutes to read. But this one was a really good book as well. I loved this one, and I really want to get the second one because it's the first one I've got in the series, and I know there's 3 other books: Twisted Games, Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies. I don't know if it's in that order, I don't think so, but I do want to get them because I want to know if it's like linked to this. I know the next one is Twisted Games, and I know it's of Ava's best friend. That's all I know about it really. But yeah, I did really like this one. It's such a good book. I don't want to say it's a quick book to read, but there's a lot of romance, a lot of like smut in it, so if you like that, read it. But the thing is, not that many people like this book that much. They prefer like the second one, but I did really like this one, so I would recommend it. And the last one that I haven't read but I'm currently reading is Icebreaker. So far I would rate it a 4-star. I am 37% through it. I'm on chapter 19, and so far it is really good. I just want more to happen, and I feel like both of these are going to get in a relationship by the moment. She doesn't like getting in a relationship and he wants to get with her, so it's kind of just all over the place. But if you've read it, please comment down below what you thought about it. I'm hoping to get it done today, but I know I won't because I've not even reached halfway through it yet, and I've got other stuff on today, so I know I won't get it finished, but I'm hoping I can get a lot of it done today. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye. There's a world inside my head. But oops. That is why I jumped. Let me just let her in. Oh, come in. Come on in. But back to what I was saying. So, hold on.